Hi there, welcome to my next review. For this one I decided to go with the most recent album I bought. I bought it about a week ago, maybe 10 days, and it cost me £2. The chap wanted £3 for it, but it's a bit mucky, so I managed to haggle down. It's this album. If you follow me on Twitter, you'll have seen me post this. Well chuffed. For some reason, it's an album I've had on CD for a long time, and it's just one that I just haven't got a hold of yet. I'm very much a fan of waiting until I see albums that I want, rather than paying over the odds for them and whatnot. So it's the Beastie Boys. It's their first album, 1986, called Licensed to Ill. It's a lovely gatefold with a plane crashing into something, a bit like a cigarette, but that's the kind of play there. Also, I think this video is a mirror image of the real thing, so you can see this this little code here, 3MTA3, is actually Eat Me backwards. Quite funky, like that. And on the inside we've got the Beastie Boys. There we go. So yeah, they're the three of them. So 1986, it was released on Def Jam Records. One of the first releases, I think. There it is. This is the inner bag, so that's the label just there. It was one of their initial recordings. There we go. That's them on stage. Originally, the Beastie Boys, before this, they were actually a rock band. They had guitars, drums, bass, all that kind of stuff, and eventually they phased it out. I think they did a single in like 1983 or 4, which actually did really well and had some pretend rapping on it. This album is not a very serious album, let's put it like that. Rolling Stone said it was Three Idiots. Three Idiots have made an album, but then it's the biggest selling rap album of the entire 1980s. So you got the last laugh there. So tracks you'll know. Oh, can't see it. Try and show you the labels. How about that? So there we go. So Def Jam there. You've got CBS around the edge. So Def Jam were a derivative of CBS. Yeah. So the big single on here was "You've Got to Fight for Your Right to Party." Obviously, then you've got the other side. No Sleep Till Brooklyn, which sampled a Led Zeppelin song called Good Times, Bad Times, of course. My favourite tracks on this whole album are Brass Monkey, because I'm a brass player, but also It's Just Hilarious, and then Girls as well. So yeah, the three of them had a lot of fun making this. I think they might have yeah, had a few beers while they were making it as well. Overall, it's very rocky. But that isn't because they play the instruments necessarily so much as sampled them. Not so much on this album, but their second album, Paul's Boutique, I think they had something like 400 or 500 samples on it, uncredited. Now, 86, samplers were quite newish, I suppose, certainly mainstream new, and so there wasn't the legalisation that there is now, preventing people from taking snippets of other people's work. So the Led Zeppelin song, there's Creedence Clearwater Revival on here as well. There's loads. There's absolutely loads. And they got away with it, really. Paul's Boutique, they got away with it. I mean, other people haven't got away with it. I mean, to the extent that, you know, Robin Thicke had to pay Marvin Gaye because his song had the same feel to it. Although if you do, not get involved in that debate, not even going there. So yeah, this album, it's got a few swears on it. My 4-year-old did jump around crazy to it until I turned it off. Yeah, and it's certainly one that it should at least be listened to understand the time and place. So it's the teenagers in 1986 who wanted to drink beer and have a bit of a party, and it's great. I love it. For what it is, it's fantastic. I've got a number of Beastie Boys albums. This is the first one I've got on vinyl. I've got loads on CDs. In fact, probably most, if not all of them. This isn't the first one I bought. The first one I bought was Ill Communication, which is great. So yeah, you should go and listen to it. And they've got a particular style, their rapping style. It's kind of less rapping than it is kind of speaking, shouting, with the rest of the group joining in on certain words to accentuate. But yeah, you should go and listen to it because it's great. Yeah, go enjoy.